Radhe Radhe. On behalf of Radha Madhav Society, we are very excited to welcome Swami Maheshvaranand Bhaiya to Yugal Kunj. Bhaiya, we are very happy that you will be leading Hanuman Jayanti celebration here at Yugal Kunj with us. Having become disenchanted with the material world, Swamiji went to India and enrolled at Sampuranan Sanskrit University in Varanasi. Introduced to spiritual teachings while in India, Bhaiya decided to devote his life in the service of God. In October 1988, he had a chance to attain the sadhana shivir at Mangu and came in contact with Jagatguruttam Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. As they say, rest is the history. Maheshwaran Bhaiya began his studies of Vedic scriptures under Shri Maharajji's direction and was ordained as a sannyasi in 1994. For past 30 years, Bhaiya has been spreading the message from Vedic scriptures to seekers in United States, Canada, Trinidad, and Guyana. His soulful and melodious Kirtan, knowledge-filled lectures have touched and transformed the lives of thousands. Swamiji founded the Radha Govind Society in 2002. Please join us for a week-long retreat here, starting from morning 6 a.m. till 7:30 a.m. And in the evening, we'll have the retreat from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. As Maheshwaran Bhaiya describes the glories of Sri Rama's foremost devotee, Lord Hanuman. The discourse on glories of Sri Hanuman conclude with the Hanuman Jayanti celebration over the weekend led by Bhaiya. So let's all have our full attention to Swami Maheshwaran Bhaiya. And once again, we all welcome you here at Yugal Kunj Bhaiya.
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पानौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ग्वं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। राजा रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। दिव्यात्माओं, महानुभाव, सभी भगवान के प्रिय प्रेमी, dearest, most dearest beloved devotees of the Supreme Lord, the divine souls. First let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. We chant the divine name of the Lord for a few minutes. भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम, भजो
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
ओ भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम,
भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
भजो पतित पावन सीताराम,
भजो पतित पावन सीताराम।
भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम,
भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम,
भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
भजो पतित पावन सीताराम,
भजो पतित पावन सीताराम।
ओ भजो पतित पावन सीताराम,
भजो पतित पावन सीताराम।
ओ भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम,
भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
ओ भजो रघुपति राघव राजा Raja Ram,
भजो रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
राजा रामचंद्र की जय। It's such a wonderful pleasure being with you all once again here at Yugal Kunj as we celebrate the devotion of Lord Hanumanji to Prabhu Shri Ram. Hanumanji personifies bhakti. Ram Bhakt Hanuman. वो भगवान के कैसे इनकी सेवा कैसे करना, किस तरह से भगवान की भक्ति करना, ये हनुमान हम लोग को दिखाते हैं. How we should serve the Lord, how we should love Bhagwan. Hanuman ji shows us. Life of Hanuman is one of service, seva. बस सेवा और कुछ नहीं. हनुमान जी बस सोचते हैं हमारे प्रभु कैसे प्रसन्न हो. All Hanuman ji thinks is how to make my beloved, my supreme beloved, my Lord happy. So during this week that we're here celebrating Hanumanji's devotion, his bhakti to Prabhu Shri Ram. First, let's hear a little bit about that Lord whom Hanumanji is serving. In the Yugal Kunj book, book 2, page 7, Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu in Siddhant Madhuri has written a very beautiful pad. बहुत सुंदर एक पद की रचना की. Very beautiful pad, telling us about Shri Ram. Very briefly, I'll run through it and then we will sing. Avadh ke Ram Bane Braj Shyam. That's Shri Ram who came in the age of Treta Yuga and stayed for 11,000 years. The same Shri Ram came in the age of Dwapar as our beloved Thakurji, Shri Krishna. And stayed only 125 years. Whether we say Shri Krishna, Shri Ram, they are one and the same. इसमें भेद नहीं, कभी सोचना भी नहीं. We should not even think about seeing difference in Ram and Krishna, Shri Ram and Shri Krishna. The same Shri Ram who came in Treta Yuga is the same Shri Krishna who came in Dwapar. Lakhan bhaye Balram Janki Radha Rani Naam. In the age of Treta Yuga, Lakshman ji came as a younger brother, Sheshnag. He came as a Chote Bhaiya, the younger brother of Shri Ram. अब देखो लक्ष्मण और राम में भी भेद नहीं है. Also in Ram and Lakshman, there's no difference. The same one Supreme Lord came as four. Ram, Lakshman, Shatrughan, Bharat. एक चार बन गए. One became four. So in the age of Treta Yuga, Lakshman was smaller brother, Shri Ram was the bigger brother. In the age of Dwapar, Lakshman became the bigger brother. वो बलराम बन गए. He became Balram, बड़े भैया. He was the bigger brother, and Shri Krishna was the chote. He was smaller brother. And in the age of Treta Yuga, the divine Shakti, the supreme divine Shakti came as Sita. The same divine supreme Shakti came as Radha. There's no difference between Sita and Ram, between Radha and Shri Krishna. Atma turadhika tasya. The Vedas say Radha Rani is the soul, the Atma of Shri Krishna. Same way Sita, Maya, Mother Sita is the Atma, soul of Shri Ram. Treta mein Balabhat Ram bhaye, Dwapar mein Balaram. So this line is saying what I just said. In Treta, Bhagwan Shri Ram was the bigger brother, Bare Bhaiya. And in Dwapar, Balram was Bare Bhaiya. But this is just Leela. Mukut Griva Katipad Tedho Kari Prakate Chanchal Ram. When the Lord appeared as Shri Ram in Treta Yuga, he was straight. Everything was straight. He was Maryada Purushottam. He didn't cross the line when it comes to dharma, how to behave. So everything was straight. Mukut was straight, his crown, his body was straight, his rule was straight, everything, his love was straight. Koi tere nahi. But when he came as Shri Krishna, everything became bent. Crown is bent. He's bent in 3 places: neck, waist, ankle. Kyuki ye prema avatar. Because this is a prema avatar. Same Lord, but this is He's love personified. And love is bent. Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, love is like a snake. When the snake is moving, how a snake moves, the movement, it twists like this. So it's bent. But when it reaches the place that it lives, where the snake lives, the bill, the snake doesn't make its own home. It lives in the hole created by a rat. Chuhe. Now rat is not going to build a hole for snake. He's making his own home. But this is where the snake lives. So it is straight. So that snake is coming like this, but when it reaches, it goes straight. In other words, everything outwardly looks bent, inside everything is straight. Yoga Rudh Jeev Hit Kinhi Leela Ras Lalam. Yoga Rudh means divine saints, those who are beyond Maya, who have gone beyond Maya. They're no longer material souls, beyond Maya. Divine saints. The Lord, He created Maharas. He performed Maharas for their benefit. Shri Krishna in the age of Dwapar. Pag Palutavati Sada Janaki Ramahi Yehi Braj. When came a Sita and Ram in Treta Yuga, Mother Sita, Ma Sita was always pressing his lotus charan Seva. But when the same Ram and Sita came as Shri Krishna Radha in Dwapar, now Shri Krishna was doing charan Seva. He was pressing the lotus feet of Radha Rani, begging to get charan Seva. Inme bhed kripalu maan jo narak kahu nahi tham. Jagar Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, one who sees difference in Shri Krishna and Shri Ram, there's no place for such a person in the entire 3 worlds. Even Narak, hell, refuses to take such a sinner. Such a great Nam Aprad, unpardonable sin it is to see difference in Shri Ram and Shri Krishna. So we have to know it's the same Supreme Lord. That is the Lord that Hanumanji is serving. अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम,
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम।
ओ अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम।
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम।
ओ लखन बने बलराम जानकी।
लखन बने बलराम जानकी।
ओ लखन बने बलराम जानकी।
लखन बने बलराम जानकी।
राधा रानी नाम अवध के।
राधा रानी नाम अवध के।
ओ राधा रानी नाम अवध के।
राधा रानी नाम अवध के।
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम।
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम।
ओ त्रेता में बड़ भ्रात राम भये।
त्रेता में बड़ भ्रात राम भये।
ओ त्रेता में बड़ भ्रात राम भये।
त्रेता में बड़ भ्रात राम भये।
द्वापर में बलराम अवध में।
द्वापर में बलराम अवध के।
ओ द्वापर में बलराम अवध में।
द्वापर में बलराम अवध के।
अवध में राम बने ब्रज श्याम।
अवध के श्याम
मुकुट ग्रीव कटी पद टेढ़ो करी
मुकुट ग्रीव कटी पद टेढ़ो करी
ओ मुकुट ग्रीव कटी पद टेढ़ो करी
मुकुट ग्रीव कटी पद टेढ़ो करी
ओ प्रकटे चंचल राम अवध के
प्रकटे चंचल राम अवध के
ओ प्रकटे चंचल राम अवध के
प्रकटे चंचल राम अवध के
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
योगारूढ़ जीव हित कीन्ही
योगारूढ़ जीव हित कीन्ही
ओ योगारूढ़ जीव हित कीन्ही
योगारूढ़ जीव हित कीन्ही
ओ लीला रास ललाम अवध के
लीला रास ललाम अवध के
ओ लीला रास ललाम अवध के
लीला रास ललाम अवध के
ओ अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
पग पलुटावती सदा जानकी
पग पलुटावती सदा जानकी
ओ पग पलुटावती सदा जानकी
पग पलुटावती सदा जानकी
ओ राम ही ये ब्रज धाम अवध के
राम ही यही ब्रज धाम अवध के
ओ राम ही यही ब्रज धाम अवध के
राम ही यही ब्रज धाम अवध के
ओ अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
हो इनमें भेद कृपालु मान जो
इनमें भेद कृपालु मान जो
हो इनमें भेद कृपालु मान जो
इनमें भेद कृपालु मान जो
ओ नरक ही नाही धाम अवध के
नरकहु नाही धाम अवध के
ओ नरकहु नाही धाम अवध के
नरकहु नाही धाम अवध के
अवध के
जय हो
राम बने ब्रज श्याम
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
ओ अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
अवध के राम बने ब्रज श्याम
बोल राजा रामचंद्र की जय,
जय।
वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय,
जय।
पवन सुत हनुमान की
जय।
राधा रानी की
जय।
सीता मैया की
जय
The life of a devotee, a true bhakt, is extremely confusing. हम लोग बाहर देखते हैं, we look outwardly and we get confused. ऐसे ऐसे कार्य करते हैं, they perform such actions and we look outwardly and we get confused. जब भगवान श्री राम माता सीता के लिए ढूंढ रहे थे, when Ravan had kidnapped Sita and Ram and Lakshman, Bhagwan Shri Ram and Lakshman were searching for her, they came to Rishyamukh mountain. There Sugriv was hiding for fear of Bali. And he says to Hanuman, he's seen Ram and Lakshman, who are these two boys, these two people? Hanuman says, I don't know. मैं नहीं जानता. अबे झूठ. Hanuman doesn't know. So, Sugriv says to Hanuman, please go and find out. Go and find out who they are. So what does Hanuman do? Viprarup dhari kapita gayo math nai puchat as bhayo. Hey Bhagwan. A devotee, a servant is testing his Lord. He disguises himself. Not just clothes. Hanumanji has such power. Imagine. He becomes a Vipra. He becomes a Brahmin. He has the form of a monkey, Bandar, Kapi. And now he becomes a man, a Brahmin. Kapi Rupa Dhari, Vipra Rupa Dhari. So he took this form, he's disguising himself. He bows to the Lord, Math Nai. He bows, he knows this is his Lord. Why would he bow? If he's thinking his two boys, why would Hanumanji bow to them? He reverently bows. In his mind, he prostrates himself to the lotus feet. But he's asking, he's questioning. Look, we have to understand. A saint does nothing. वो भगवान को प्राप्त करने के बाद कुछ नहीं करते. No saint does anything. And besides, who is Hanuman? Hanuman is not only a saint, Mahapurush. He's told to be the 11th Rudra, 11th avatar of Bhagwan Shiv. He's the avatar, descension of Shiv, 11th Rudra. So he cannot be mistaken. He's not under Maya. Even a saint. Jo kare so hari kare. Whatever saint or divine soul does, in fact, they cannot do anything. It is God who is performing every action they do. Understand in a worldly way. We have heard and seen people possessed by spirits, ghosts. Some of us may have seen, some have heard that so-and-so person was possessed by an evil spirit, a ghost. When that person becomes possessed, this happens. This is not somebody's imagination, it does happen. They are evil spirits. No good person can be a ghost. This is a big punishment given by Bhagwan for someone who does really bad things. You commit suicide, you do really bad things, or you worship ghosts and spirits. Shri Krishna says in Gita, Yanti devatan devan pittin yanti pitipataha bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajino pimam. Chapter 9 verse 25 Gita. Those who worship devatas, celestial beings, Agni, the god of fire, Indra, the king of heaven, the god of rain, Vayu, the god of wind, Kuber, the god of wealth. These are devatas, celestial beings. They go to heaven, they become devatas. Those who worship the Pitris, the ancestors, there's an abode called Pitri Lok. They go there and become Pitris. And those who worship tamasic beings, ghosts and spirits, they become ghosts and spirits. Bhutanti yanti bhuteja. And those who worship Shri Krishna, Bhagavan, they go to Bhagavan. Simple. So Shri Krishna makes it very clear. So there's no good ghost or good spirit. Evil souls, evil beings become ghosts and spirits. Now haven't taken, that's a punishment. They exist only in a spirit form. But all desires are there. They want to drink alcohol, eat meat. All the dirtiest desire of the world is still there with them. And how can they fulfill it in a spirit form? Impossible. So they try their best to possess someone. If someone is very weak spiritually, who can a ghost or spirit affect or possess? You have to be weak spiritually. What does spiritual weakness mean? There is very little love for God. That person is totally worldly, only thinks about enjoying the world and the senses. Eating meat, drinking alcohol, partying, fighting, quarreling, stealing, killing. Such people, finding themselves in the wrong place, they get very easily possessed by ghosts and spirits. Once you take shelter in a true saint, a true guru, and love in your heart comes for Bhagavan, for Shri Krishna, no ghost, no spirit can come close to you. Impossible. If you want that no ghost or spirit should bother you, get close to Bhagavan. Take shelter in a true saint. So these people haven't been possessed by these ghosts or spirits. They start speaking on language and topics they've never heard or seen before. They can even speak Sanskrit sometimes. And they will claim, I am Hanuman, I am Durga, I am... It's a bhoot, they pray, they will lie. They want people to worship them, to give them what they want, so they have to lie. Not the person, the spirit that's possessing them is saying this. That person, as long as the spirit is possessing, they have no control. Whatever they're doing, that spirit or ghost is doing. That's why they can walk on fire, eat fire. They can take instruments and pierce their body. All kinds of things. And people think, wow, this is Hanumanji himself, this is Durga. And they do arti. You're putting yourself in big, big trouble, and you're going to become a bhoot too. Stay far away from such people. Far, far away. Shri Krishna is saying, not me. So as long as this bhoot, this ghost possesses that person, whatever they're doing, the bhoot, the ghost, the spirit is doing. They have no control. And then the bhoot, that pret leaves, and they become the same person again. In the same way, when that supreme ghost, there's a next ghost, bhoot, Mahabhoot, that supreme ghost, Shri Krishna, possesses an individual soul. He is no longer responsible for whatever he does. That's why the saint is saying, Jo kare so hari kare. From that moment onwards, whatever he does, he's not doing anything. That supreme ghost, that supreme spirit Shri Krishna is doing, Shri Ram is doing. Whatever he eats, whatever he drinks, whatever he writes, whatever he sings. That's why when saints write scriptures, Tulsidas wrote the Ramayana, we know Tulsidas didn't write the Ramayana. This was Shri Ram himself writing his own autobiography, Ram Charitra. through the pen of Tulsidas. That's why we worship Ramayana. We worship Bhagavad. We worship Gita. If we thought some worldly person wrote this, some man, nobody would worship this. These are divine words. Bhagwan himself has written. When a saint is writing, Bhagwan is writing. That's why when a saint, that's why we are told by the Guru, by Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, when we are doing sadhana, sing only bhajan and kirtan written by a saint. Do not sing the bhajan and kirtan written by worldly people, filmy bhajan. It's not going to benefit, in fact, it's going to harm you. Because when a saint is writing, Bhagwan is writing, so that bhajan or kirtan has spiritual power, number one. Number two, because God himself is writing, the philosophy is going to be correct. When a worldly person is writing, because he's on a maya, all the philosophy will be wrong. Every bhajan or kirtan written by a worldly person asks for worldly things. A saint will never ask for worldly things. That's why we should never sing the bhajan and kirtan written by worldly people, the filmy ones. We like to, because we hear it so much. But it doesn't benefit, in fact, it harms you. So in the same way, that person now, whatever he does, Shri Krishna is doing. The difference though, is that after some time, the worldly ghost or spirit will leave, having satisfied their desire. Once someone becomes possessed by the supreme ghost, supreme spirit, Shri Krishna, he never leaves again, never. Sada pashyanti suraya tad Vishnu paramam padam. It is forever. Maya can never affect him ever again. So, Hanuman doesn't do anything. Shri Ram, instead of Hanuman, is saying, hey Hanuman, let's perform this beautiful leela. Sabko bhramit karo. Let's make everyone become confused. Bhagwan does not like people to know when God and His saints come in the world, they hide themselves. Gopaniyam, gopaniyam, gopaniyam payatnataha. We people, we sing a little bit of Radhe Radhe and Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, and we start jumping and screaming and making a show as though we have reached a higher stage than the gopis. That's very dangerous. Don't ever show your bhakti. If tears start coming, let it come. Very important. We have to shed tears, but make an effort that nobody should see. Don't show your bhakti, because abhiman, ego will come, and the moment that ego, that pride comes, Bhagwan and Guru will pack their bag and leave. In other words, we lose our bhakti. Hide it. Don't stop it. We need to feel tears have to flow. Then we're doing bhakti. But don't make a show of it. So, Hanumanji has disguised himself. And both are acting. Not only Hanuman, his Lord, Prabhu Shri Ram is also acting. Hanuman is questioning, Ko tum shamal gaur sarira, chhatti roop pirahu banvira. Who are you? You look like heroes, like Chhatri. One is dark in complexion and one is fair. But who are you? And why are you wandering here in the forest? Kathina bhumi komal padgami, kavan hetu bicharahu ban Swami. Look now, he's saying Swami. He doesn't know who they are. He's saying, I don't know who you are. I'm asking, who are you? But Swami, oh my master, oh my Lord. Hare Bhagwan. He's saying, Swami, oh my Swamis, oh my masters. Why are you walking, treading on this very hard, this forest is so hard, there are thorns. And your feet, your lotus feet is so soft. Did Hanuman go and touch their feet? How does he know they have lotus soft feet? Komal. This is the kind of acting. Why are you looking like you look like you're a Kshatri? On the one time he's saying you look like Kshatri, and one time you look like beggars. Huh? Because Ram and Lakshman, they have to wear bark of tree. They could not wear proper clothes. So you're looking like beggars, but I think you are Kshatri. Jai Ho Hanuman. Mridula manohar sundar gata Sah sahat dusah ban atapvata. Such beautiful words by Hanumanji. Mridul. He says your body, your limbs, they look so soft, so sweet. So soft and sweet. Mridul. Manohar. It's so charming. It is stealing my heart. And Sundar, so beautiful. Your body, your limb, every limb. Oh, Sahata Dusa, why have you come in this place? Such unbearable torment, the scorching heat of the sun, the raging storm of the wind in this wild forest. Why are you bearing all of this, my Lord? Your body is so soft and so sweet and so beautiful. It steals my heart. The animals, they are staring at you. They are also staring. Ki tum tini deva mahakaut, ki tum tini deva mahako, nar narayan ki tum do. Now, at one place you're Kshatri, another place you're a beggar, and now he says, are you Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh? Teen Dev, this is called a Trinity, this three form of Bhagwan, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv. Brahma creates the universe, the solar system. Vishnu sustains, and Shiv destroys one Bhagwan. So I have that Supreme Trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv have taken two forms and come as you. Is correct? 100% correct? Who comes Brahma's Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv? Shri Krishna. He himself. The Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. There are three Vishnu. Karno Dashai. Yasyaika niswasita kalamathavalambya jivanti loma bilja jagadandanatha Vishnur mahansi ahayasya kala vishesho govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami. Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, verse 48. Veda Vyasa is saying, I am a worshipper of that Shri Krishna, that Govind, whose partial manifestation is known as Mahavishnu, Karno Dashai. What does Mahavishnu do? From every pore of his body, uncountable solar systems are appearing. Brahmanda. From every pore. From the Karno Dashai comes Garbho Dashai. Garbho Dashai. What does this Vishnu do? If from the uncountable solar system, in every solar system there's a Vishnu. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv. So from the Garbho, the Karno Dashai comes Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv. One creates that solar system, one sustains, and one destroys. And then the third one, Kshirodashai. That one is also known as Narayan. That's the one that sits in our heart and takes notes of all our thoughts and ideas and rewards and punishes us accordingly. So Hanumanji is not, he's saying exact truth. Are you that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva has come in this form? Are you Narayan, that divine saint, the divine saints? Have you come in this form of these two boys? Who are you? आप कौन हैं? Now, Bhagwan Shri Ram replies, Ram Naam Lakshman do bhai, Sang nari sukumari suhai. I am Ram and this is my brother Lakshman. We are two brothers. Our name is Ram and Lakshman. And we also had a very beautiful and very tender lady with us. Very beautiful and very tender. Sanganari Sukumari Suhai. In other words, Mother Sita. Jayanti. कोशलेश दशरथ के जाए, हम पितु वचन मानि बन आए. And we are the sons of King Dashrath of Ayodhya. Hanuman says, Acha, then you're a prince? I've heard about King Dashrath. He's such a great king. Then why are you here in the forest? What are you doing here in the forest? Ham pitu bachan mani ban aaye. Following the order from our father has ordered us, told us to come in the forest. We have been banished for 14 years. Obeying the order of my father, we have come here in the forest. Acha. You have come in the forest and your father has ordered you, but why are you dressed as beggars? Why are you dressed like beggars? Bhikari ke besh mein hai. And you look so dejected. You look as though you have lost everything. Ram says, Iha hari nishichar dehi, khojat vipra bana firahi banatehi. A Rakshas, Nishichar, a demonic soul, a Rakshas, Ravan, has kidnapped my wife Sita, Vaidehi. And this is why we are searching, we are looking for her, we are searching for her in this forest. Hanuman ji ne kaha, acha, acha, namaste, main chalu. Hanuman ji says, acha, namaste, okay, I'm going. Hanuman is about to leave. Arey Bhagwan said, hey Brahman Devata, abhi roko. Hey Brahman Devata, wait. Apan charit kaha hum gai, kahu vipra nij katha bhujai. Hey Brahman Devata, I have told you my whole story. Everything you asked, I have told you why we are here. What are we doing here? Why are we dressed like this? Now please tell me, who are you? Tell me about yourself. Now imagine, if Hanuman doesn't recognize Shri Ram, that's fine, he's a servant. Wo das hai. But the master doesn't recognize his own servant. आप वो भी नहीं जानते कि हनुमान कौन है. जय हो प्रभु. अपरंपार आपकी लीला. You see, we should never use, we will try to understand, use logic to understand Bhagwan's divine Leela. That's the end of you. Just enjoy. Imagine the Lord he doesn't recognize who is Hanuman. Before he could do anything, Hanuman recognizes the Lord, his Lord. Prabhu pahchani parehu gahu charana. Prabhu pahchani parehu gahi charana. So sukha uma jahi nahi barna. Hanumanji recognizes his beloved. Finally he recognizes. All the time he didn't know. When questioned by Prabhu Shri Ram, who are you? Then he, okay, now it's time for me to, now you have given me permission in anyhow. In other words, you have given me permission, say who you are. All the time he was saying, don't say who you are, don't say who I am. I don't want nobody to know. Now I give you permission. Aap batao. Saaf, saaf. Now make it clear, tell everyone. He recognizes his Lord. Hanumanji falls at the feet of Prabhu Ram. Tears are flowing in his eyes. The happiness Shiv Bhagwan is saying to Parvati, the happiness that Hanumanji experiences when he falls at the feet of his beloved Lord, Prabhu Ram, words cannot express the happiness that Hanumanji experiences. Jahi nahi barna. So, it's a little katha in the Ramayana. This wonderful Leela, and there are many, we're going to see a few of them as we go through these few days, beautiful Leelas of Hanumanji and Prabhu Ram, and showing the devotion, the bhakti. Jaise aapke sukh mein. Look, a servant, whatever makes his beloved happy, he never applies. Bhagavan is saying in Hanumanji's heart, hey, do this. Hanuman didn't say, why should I pretend not to know you? You are my beloved Lord. I have to come and act, pretend to be. When you self have says, Bano Tano Mat. When you go before Guru, before Bhagwan, you should never pretend. Bano Tano Mat. What you are, be that. They know anyhow. Bhagwan knows, he's sitting in our heart. Guru knows everything. That's why when we go to Guru, we go before Guru, we go before Bhagwan. In the world, pretend. The world doesn't know. वो अंतर्यामी नहीं है. We can fool the world, but we cannot fool Bhagwan, we cannot fool Guru. Never make a mistake and think that Bhagwan doesn't know or Guru doesn't know. Guru will pretend not to know. But he knows everything. So you are saying, Bano Thano Mat, and now you're telling me disguise and pretend. Hanuman never questioned. A devotee, a true devotee, never questions. Whatever the Guru, whatever the spiritual master say, he follows 100%. He never thinks, well, if I do this, what will happen? If I do that, then I become my intellect, my mind become Guru. Why do we accept someone as Guru? Because we have to realize first, I do not know what's good for me. मैं नहीं जानता. Then we go, we want Guru. If I already think I know what's good for me, so Guru लेने के क्या जरूरत? What is the use to get Guru? Why should we have a Guru? We want a Guru because I don't know what's good for me. मैं नहीं जानता. Whatever Guru says, वो अच्छा है. Even though in the world it may seem to be the worst thing and the wrongest thing. But Guru is saying, Agya Palan. Most important, Agya Palan. Following instruction. Do not apply. Valmiki, Naraji says to Valmiki, मरा मरा बोलो जब तक मैं लौट ना आऊं. Narad ji says, Ratnakar, there was Valmiki's name before, he was a great murderer, you all know the Katha. And he tried to rob Naraji also too does the Saptarishis. Naraji told him, hey, go. All these wrong things you're doing, why you're doing it? He said, I'm doing it for my family. This is my dharma. Acha, acha. So would anybody in the family help you to partake of the sin? Yeah, I'm doing it for them, they have to. Acha, acha. We'll stay here, you go, ask everyone. So while Ratnakar went and he asked everyone, he asked the wife, my darling, I'm killing people, I am robbing, I am doing all this wrong thing for you. Would you help me to partake for the sin for this? No, no, you're my husband. That's your duty. He goes to the parents, they say the same thing. He goes to the children, they say the same thing. So he realizes what this Babaji said is true. So he goes and he surrenders to Naraji and says, hey Babaji, please become my guru. Tell me what I should do. So Naraji says, look, I'm giving you mantra, say Ram. Keep repeating Ram. Valmiki's heart was so dirty, he could not say Ram. Anybody in the world. He could be French, Spanish, German, Russian, Italian, anybody. But he can speak. Wo bol sakte. Find such a person, he can speak and he cannot say Rama, 2 syllable, Rama. You will not find such a person. Yet Valmiki's heart was so dirty, such a sinner, he could not say Ram. Guruji said, "Theek hai, koi baat nahi." Okay, that's fine. Say Mara. You kill, Mara, to kill. Say Mara. Valmiki never questioned. Ratnakar that time. He came Valmiki afterwards. He never questioned ki Guruji, how long should I say Mara, Mara? When are you going to come back? Suppose I want to go toilet. No question. Imagine such a great sinner. Valmiki sat down and he started repeating Mara, Mara, Mara. Until the ants built a nest over him and ate him completely. Only bone remained. Chaat liya pura sharir. Dimakhan. Only bone. That's how we got the name Valmiki. Guruji came, sprinkled water over him. He became again the same before, beautiful body, and gave him such a blessing, itna kripa, that he wrote the whole Ramayana before Ram even came, the autobiography of what Ram was going to do. Likh diya. This is a Guru Agya Palan. Following instruction of Guru. देखो हम लोग को सेवा करना ना, सेवा, we have to do सेवा. हनुमान जी personifies सेवा, वो सेवक है. All Hanuman is thinking how to serve. मैं सेवक हूं. I am a sevak, I am a servant. My only goal is to make my master happy, my beloved happy. Tat sukha sukhitvam, Narad Bhakti Sutra, to be happy in the happiness of the beloved. Unki ichha mein ichha. Ye hum log ko seekhna, this is what we have to learn. Apni ichha kabhi nahi rakhna, never put your desire, what I want. I want this, I want to, no. What makes Guru happy, even if it becomes the most painful thing for us. But this makes Guru happy. We always put our desire first. What I want, what makes me happy, then we'll never get bhakti. And this is what Hanumanji is teaching us. How to do seva, how to serve. The word bhakti, that word we hear in so much bhakti, that's the only thing that can take us to Shri Krishna. We can attain divine love, divine bliss. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya aham evam vidhorjuna gyatum drashtum tatvena praveshtun cha parantapaha. Chapter 11 verse 54. Bhagwan Shri Krishna says to Arjun, whether someone wants to attain the divine knowledge of Shri Krishna, to know Shri Krishna, Gyatum, whether one wants to see his divine form, Drashtum, to have his darshan, whether one wants to attain moksha, liberation, praveshtun, whatever you want to attain. One thing, bhaktya tvananyaya ananya bhakti, exclusive love, exclusive bhakti. So this bhakti, what does bhakti mean? In Sanskrit, when we want to know the meaning of a word, we look for the root word, dhatu. Dhatu, the root. The root of the word bhakti is bhaj. Bhaj dhatu. Bhaj means seva karna. Bhaj dhatu sevayam. To do seva, to serve. To serve who? Bhagwan or Guru. God and Guru, the saint. That is seva. That is bhakti. ये हम करना. And then what is seva? What Guru tells me is seva. Not जैसे हमको अच्छा लगता वो नहीं. What I like. Maharaj is telling me to go and clean the drain, clean the toilet. But I think I should sit in the office. I have double PhD. He's telling me go and beg, do chanda. Go and clean the toilet, clean the drain. And this guy didn't even reach 10th grade and he put him to sit in the office. This is unfair of Guruji. Naam aprad. Because you have so much abhiman, pride, so Guru has to destroy that. Guru knows which seva is going to make us create that vessel for attaining that bhakti. Hamare hit ke liye, what's going to uplift us? What's going to destroy that abhiman, the pride we have in us? That we can become tinadapi suni chena, to become humbler than a blade of grass. So Guru knows. So what Guru says, jo agya dete, what he tells us, that is seva. What we like, that's not seva. जो हम चाहते हैं, जो हमको अच्छा लगता है, वो सेवा नहीं. आज्ञा समन सुसाहिब seva. Seva means agya palan. Following instruction, what Guru says. Not taking our mind and intellect and applying it. Manmani nahi karna. Don't do manmani. Maharaji say do like this, Maharaji say do like that. But what is Maharaji? I'm a householder, man. I have to live in the world. I don't think Maharaji understands. Huh? What's going to happen to us? This is what Hanumanji shows us. How to be a true sevak. How to serve. We have to learn how to do seva. Come to Yugal Kunj. Become a sevak. Do seva. We have Hanumanji here. We come and we do arti, we do pranam to Hanumanji. So let's learn from Hanumanji. Let's learn how to be a sevak, how to do seva, how to do bhakti, seva. Same thing. So we'll hear more about that as we go along. I want to sing a bhajan on seva. The Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu has written, page 117, book 1, Yugal Kunj book. So this beautiful Kirtan written by Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Nitya Seva Mangu Shyama Shyam Teri, Na Bhukti Nahi Mukti Mangu Mai. So a devotee, a true devotee is asking for Nitya Seva. Give me Seva forever, all the time. Nitya Seva Mangu. Not only little bit now and then I can go and do what I want. No, Nitya Seva Mangu. And whose Seva? Shyama Shyam, Radha Krishna, Hari Guru. Guru who is Radha Krishna personified and Radha Krishna. I don't want bhukti and I don't want mukti. These two we don't want. Bhukti mukti sprihaya vat pishachi hridi vartate tavat bhakti sukasyata katamabhyudayo bhavet. Rup Goswami says in the Bhakti Samad Sindhu, as he's calling bhukti and mukti pishachini. Bhukti means desire for the material world plus desire for heaven. These two combined is called bhukti. Worldly and heavenly pleasures. I don't want bhukti. He's calling bhukti pishachini. Pishachini means churail, witches, demons. And I don't want mukti, is even worse. Mukti means to merge into the formless aspect of Shri Krishna. There's infinite bliss. But the one who attains mukti attains nothing. Because the one that enjoys that bliss, the enjoyer of happiness and sorrow is the mind, man. And the one who is aiming for moksha destroys the mind. The soul, which is the non-doer, merges and becomes one with the Brahmanand, infinite bliss, but there's no one to experience. So devotee doesn't want bhukti or mukti. Badhe bhakti nishkam. Let my desire to love you selflessly, nishkam. Nishkam bhakti. Let it keep increasing all the time. I should never want bhukti nor mukti. So we'll sing this beautiful bhajan. There's so much explanation, that's a whole lecture by itself. Nitya Seva Mangu Shyama Shyam Teri Na Bhukti Nahi Mukti Mangu Main
Nitya Seva Mangu Shyama Shyam Teri Na Bhukti Nahi Mukti Mangu Main
Badhe Bhakti Nishkam Nit Meri Na Bhukti Nahi Mukti Mangu Main Badhe Bhakti
Nishkam Nit Meri Na Bhukti Nahi Mukti Mangu Main
तो ही पतित जनन ही प्यारे हैं हम अगणित पापन वारे हैं
तो ही पतित जनन ही प्यारे हैं हम अगणित पापन वारे हैं
ओ तो ही पतित जनन ही प्यारे हैं हम अगणित पापन वारे
तो ही पतित जनन ही प्यारे हैं हम अगणित पापन वारे हैं।
ओ पुनिकत कर एतिक बेरी न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
पुनिकत कर एतिक बेरी न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ पुनिकत कर एतिक बेरी न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
पुनिकत कर एतिक बेरी न मुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बाढ़े भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बाढ़े भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ नित सेवा मांगू सेवा सेवा हरि गुरु तेरी न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
नित सेवा मांगू हरि गुरु तेरी न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
यदि कहा उन लाई शरणाई रे कहूँ कत पूतना गति पाई रे।
यदि कहा उन लाई शरणाई रे कहूँ कत पूतना गति पाई
हो यदि कहा उन लाई शरणाई रे कहु कत पूतना गति पाई रे।
यदि कहा उन लाई शरणाई रे कहो कत पूतना गति पाई रे।
ओ अब बेर न कर न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
अब बेर ना करू करू छेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बारे भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बाह्य भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ नित सेवा मांगू हरि गुरु तेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
नित सेवा मांगू हरि गुरु तेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ये भली है बुरी है जो है तेरी है, तुम भी सोचो सचमुच यह मेरी है।
ये भली है बुरी है जो है तेरी है, तुम ही सोचो सचमुच यह मेरी है।
ओ ये भली है बुरी है जो है तेरी है, तुम भी सोचो सचमुच यह मेरी है।
ये भली है बुरी है जो है तेरी है, तुम ही सोचो सचमुच यह मेरी है।
हो सोचत ही बनी जाए मेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
सोचत ही बनी जाए मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बारे भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बाह्य भक्ति
राधे
नित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ नित सेवा मांगू सेवा 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 मांगू हरि गुरु चेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं ओ नित
सेवा मांगू हरि गुरु तेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं
तेरी इच्छा में इच्छा बनाती रहूं तेरे सुख में ही सुख नित पाती रहूं
तेरी इच्छा
राधे
इच्छा बनाती रहूं तेरे सुख में ही सुख नित पाती
ओ तेरी इच्छा में इच्छा बनाती रहूं तेरे सुख में ही सुख नित पाती रहूं
तेरी इच्छा में इच्छा बनाती रहूं तेरे सुख में ही सुख नित पाती रहूं
ओ बस चाह है एक मेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं
बस चाह है एक मेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं
ओ बाढ़े भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं
बाढ़े भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं
ओ नित सेवा मांगू श्यामा श्याम तेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं
नित सेवा मांगू श्यामा श्याम तेरी ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं
ओ बिनु हेतु कृपालु कहते हो पुनि क्यों साधन करवाते हो
बिनु हेतु कृपालु कहते हो
बिनु हेतु कृपालु कहाते हो, पुनि क्यों साधन करवाते हो।
बिनु हेतु कृपालु कहाते हो, पुनि क्यों साधन करवाते हो।
ओ सुनु विनय कृपालु जु मेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
सुनु विनय कृपालु जु मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ सुनो विनय कृपालु जो मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
सुनो विनय
राधे
कृपालु जो मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ बाढ़े भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बाढ़े भक्ति निष्काम नित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ नित सेवा मांगू, सेवा 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 मांगू, हरि गुरु तेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
नित सेवा मांगू, हरि गुरु तेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बोले श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की
जय।
One line in this beautiful Kirtan. Every line is very beautiful. Of course, we are asking for Nitya Seva. Our aim in life is Guru Seva. Hari Seva, Guru Seva. Guru Seva means Hari Radha Krishna Seva. This is हमारे लक्ष्य, अंतिम लक्ष्य, is the ultimate aim. One line, तेरी इच्छा में इच्छा बनाती रहूं, और तेरे सुख में ही सुख नित्य पाती रहूं. Let me desire forever only what you desire. I should not have my own desire. अपनी इच्छा नहीं होना चाहिए. If we want to do bhakti, we want to be like Hanuman ji. Hanuman ji is so dear. We'll hear further on as we go along how dear Hanuman ji, that Shri Ram is saying to Hanuman, the kind of things he will say to Hanuman, how dear Hanuman is to him. We want to become like that then. we should not put our desire. Whatever he desires, because he knows, alone knows what's good for us. We don't know. Aur tere sukha mein hi sukha, what makes you happy, that's what I'm going to be happy in. Our happiness is going to be much more. This is how we have to become. When we do bhakti, when we travel the path of bhakti, one of the things you have to do, and it's going to be painful sometimes, especially in the beginning. You'll feel such a pain because you're going against the mind. लगेगा कि बहुत दुख है, बहुत पीड़ा. You'll feel so much pain sometimes. वो मारना है अपनी इच्छा. Because we have to kill, destroy our own desire for our own happiness. तब बनेंगे भक्त. Then we'll become bhakt, devotee, true devotee. This is so important. So that's why Hanumanji's life is so important for us. To look at Hanumanji and treasure his life. This is the desire expressed by Shivji. Shivji expressed the desire to Shri Ram, that you're going to go up, avatar lene ja rahe, you're going to take descension. I want to be your servant. My das, I want to do seva. So Bhagwan showered his grace, and Shivji came as Hanuman. Shankar Suvan Kesari Nandan. So, we're going to go more and more into this, and hopefully this will help us to really understand the true meaning of Seva and how to do bhakti and how to really serve as we go along. We'll hear more as we go along. Bole Pawan Putra Mahavir Swami ki jai, Raja Ramchandra ki jai, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, युगल कुंज की जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे.